All right, after Taliaferro, Mr. Taliaferro TV, let's go ahead and rap about some stuff. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. This is gonna be a pretty extensive, and we're gonna cover some things here. Let's talk Chicago, and let's talk about what Meek Mill said. All right, for those who don't know, Meek Mill posted a picture of um this young lady who I believe was killed in Chicago. I think she's 2 years old. I'm not 100% sure. It's so many. It's just tough to keep up with every story. She was killed in Chicago. Obviously innocent at that age. It wasn't her fault. Whatever she got shot for. I think this is the little girl that got caught in crossfire, and it's a shame that I have to think about if this is the one. There's so many instances, and even in Chicago and even around the country, like right where kids are getting killed for no reason. Happened in Knoxville. What was the young man's name? Mr. Latham. I did some coverage on that. Jawan Latham. It happened here in Knoxville. Innocent bystander. The cousin. It's too much, man. It's entire. The cousin of Mr. I can't even think of the kid's name. He died. Everybody. Xavier Dobson. The cousin of him. Here we go. Let's talk about this. So Meek Mill posted this picture and said, "I think it's about time for Black Lives Matter to focus on Chicago. It's a lot of kids dying out there, and we're putting all of our focus on cops. R.I.P. baby girl, one of three little kids killed this week. CNN not covering this news." All right. First and foremost, let me break this down to you. I worked in television. I worked at ESPN. I worked in a few local stations. Interned at them. Excuse me. Let's break this down. Places like CNN, the major news outlets, cover stories when people care, where they think interest is at. Kids dying in crossfire has become such a norm in Chicago, they don't believe people care anymore. All right, so what Meek Mill is, so to clear up that last line, CNN not covering this news, that's where that's at. All right, people go where they think the most attention, the most views is at. Those are newsworthy stories. We're at the point now where a lot of people don't even take a kid dying as news because it happens so frequently. So Meek, there's your response to that. And I'm gonna really big up Meek in this blog because we joke about Meek a lot. Let's dissect the rest of it. Black Lives Matter is somebody I called out for this specific situation. I've said this myself. Am I a part of Black Lives Matter? No, but Black Lives Matter. I support whatever when I see positive things, I support it. I am not a member of the organization. This is a real organization. You just can't say Black Lives Matter and you're part. This is a real organization, a real thing where people are really put in positions of power or positions to try to create change. I'm not a member of this organization. All right. Yes, I agree Black Lives Matter. I'm down for a lot of the things they stand for, but I'm not a member of the organization. But I will say this. I'm tired. This is me. I'm tired of it seeming like not only is CNN not covering, now it's one thing if CNN only covering little kids dying like, not covering little kids dying like that. But I think this is totally different that we don't see. I'm from Memphis, so I feel it. I'm from Memphis. I don't live there right now, but I lived up there till 18 years of my life. I think it's ridiculous that we don't see Black Lives Matter until a police officer commits a crime, kills a black person. I don't see Black Lives Matter anywhere else. I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong, and blame me if I'm not doing the research and the homework. But when I see Black Lives Matter in the uproar, when they're protesting, it usually comes after a police officer has killed a black person. That ain't right. There was a guy who did, and I gotta find the video. If I find the video, I'll post it. There was a guy in New Orleans who, I think in New Orleans it was a flood. Don't quote me on this. It was a flood in New Orleans a few months ago, and the guy was like, "Where's Black Lives Matter at now? We're flooded. Y'all got some help? Where's some relief? Doesn't Black Lives Matter at all times? Like, is it just because if it's Black Lives Matter when a cop kills a black person, y'all need to put an asterisk in that. Because Black Lives gotta matter when these kids are dying. We just can't ignore that. Now, to give Black Lives Matter credit, there are so many instances around the country where black people are killing black people and kids are dying. It is, I would imagine, it is rough to figure out where you're going to allocate these funds. And I'm not questioning that they're not allocating the funds in the right places. But I'm just saying, I know I've heard a few big-time celebrities and athletes donating money to this organization, donating money to certain organizations that work within black communities. I just want to know where the money is going. Now, I'm not questioning if it's not going to the right places, but if you're a part of this organization and you watch this video, I'm going to try to promote the hell out of this one. I would love for you to reach out. I can do a FaceTime interview with you, and you can come in on my line, and we could talk about this thing, and I can ask you questions. We need to talk about these things. We need to talk about this because this is ridiculous. Now, to get to Meek Mill, I agree with him 100%. Y'all call out Meek Mill a lot. We make jokes about the Drake situation. I tweeted this out this morning. Meek Mill is so important for our culture. Y'all don't even know it. Now, does the brothers have his flaws? Yes. Has he did some wrongs from what we know? Yes, he has. But does the brother overall mean good in his heart? I believe he does. I'm watching Meek Mill. I'm from Memphis, right? So Moneybagg Yo just put out some music. I'm watching Meek Mill promote this dude music like he know him. I don't even think Meek and Moneybagg they're cool like that. I'm watching him promote his music. People don't understand this. Meek Mill has like 10 million followers, and I'm not the count the followers type guy, but Meek Mill has pop star level following, but he's a hip hop dude. He's the core essence of hip hop. I was giving Meek credit earlier today because he was posting Moneybagg Yo, and he promoted somebody from Memphis as well, Finesse 2 times, and Finesse ain't even on the scene yet. He's coming. He's growing. He's just doing a lot of freestyles right now, dropping a little music. Finesse ain't even hit his high yet. And I was giving credit for Meek Mill. I was giving Meek Mill credit for really knowing hip hop. And Meek always seems to find good music. So more than that, let's jump back into what we were talking about. Meek also always is in tune with what's going on. Always posting how he feel like he had been wronged by police. And Meek has also been consistent saying that he did a lot of wrong. And he understands that he did wrong to people, to himself. He said that too. Remember, I was the guy. Before Meek Mill dissed Drake, I was the guy you quoted me on this. It's in all my blogs. You can search it. Taliaferro, Meek Mill, Tupac. I said Meek Mill could have a Tupac-like impact on the culture. That's what I said. And I still believe it. If he cut out the tomfoolery and stop worrying about who posting his music, I think Meek Mill is very important to our culture. Because he keep it trill with certain things. Now, you argue that he don't keep it trill with these other rappers. We ain't here for that right now. This serious stuff. Black Lives Matter. We need to talk to. I need to get one of y'all on the line. I'm sorry. Because I got to figure out, are y'all only concerned with when does a black life only matter when a cop kills a black person? Because that need to be put in the thing. That need to be put in the, because I'm concerned right now with the amount of black on black crimes that are being committed. Now, I am definitely concerned with the racism that is present in this country. I'm there. And you talking to somebody, listen, my last few months, I've been schooled on a lot of things. A lot of things have been brought to light because racism is alive and well in this country. And Donald Trump has brought it to the forefront, and hate is back in this country as well. But I've also seen a lot of love. So let me make this clear to you guys. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it a buck here. Racism is happening. It's happening in jobs and communities. It's everywhere. And a lot of black crime is consistent, and it is because we are I was talking to somebody. I don't think this was David Banner. I think this was somebody else. Racism, it's a mentality thing. We fighting for shoes. We fighting for this. We want to post shoes. We get money and we post on we post our shoes online. We stand in line for shoes. When our paycheck that we spending a fifth of our paycheck, maybe a fourth. Some people a third of their paychecks on shoes to flex on our other people because the other side ain't worrying about no damn shoes. They putting their money in other places. All that is still systemic racism because it all comes back to the slave mentality. We messed up. We ain't that long away from slavery. We still in that. We still dealing with it. We still dealing with the effects of that. That's real. That's real. That's gonna take generations to break. We still dealing with that. People don't understand. Like, we supposed to just wake up and just because this country preaches freedom, we supposed to just wake up and forget about all the bullshit that we had to go through. It don't work like that. It's going to take time for us to forget about all that. Y'all just want us to wake up and forget about slavery like we was the ones enslaving y'all. Crazy talk to me. Now, with that being said, I believe police brutality, and I believe a lot of slavery, and I'm sorry, a lot of racism can be solved this way. There's no backwards operations to me. This is my theory. First and foremost, let me set aside that. Hold that thought. I believe because of slavery, there needs to be some sort of reparations for black people, all right? It doesn't make any sense that not only are we coming from the bottom up, we're struggling. It doesn't make any sense that we don't have the street lights, but our streets commit the most crime. We need street lights. Why do we need to feel poor? Like, I get it. Like, making money is an accomplishment. This is the American dream. You come up and you make money and you build yourself to earn a nice home, to earn this and that. But I don't think anything where it constitutes a nice home has to mean you stay where there are street lights, or a nice home, a nice area means you have to live in a place where you don't have the decent malls. You making us feel like we're not as much as the other person. It's just ridiculous. I live in a part of I lived in a part of Memphis where I watched all our malls be taken away from us and moved out east, out to the Cordova area. Shout out Memphis. I watched that happen. Stores taken away because we got to move out east where the money is at. That's real life. That's real life. Now you're making us feel like we ain't nothing. You got to take the good stores away from us. Now we competing with our own people for all this stuff. It's a mess. We don't own none of the stores in our communities. Other people from other countries own all the stores in the hoods. I don't think that's part of the trying to work the way up from the bottom to the top. And I'm tired of people saying work your way up from the bottom to the top when we both in a race and you didn't start at the same position I did. Yeah, it's easy for you to say, yeah, just work your butt off and you can get when you started with $40 million in wealth, Donald Trump. We could take it there. I'm ready to go there. But back to my theory though, with my people and how we can affect each other. This thing called love, I still believe in it. A lot of people have given up on it. I still believe spreading love is the key. Here's the thing. We want other races to care about our lives. It can't start this way. One day we wake up, there's not going to be a day where cops are not going to change their mentality, the bad cops, because shout out, there's a lot of great cops too. There's not going to be one day when those bad cops wake up and not want to harm a black person if that's in their heart. Or this person is not going to be racism to a black person when they see us. It's not how it works. It's got to be the inverse. This is how stuff change. The more we cherish the black life, the more other races got to cherish the black life. When we start cherishing that black life and that murder rate around this country goes down, when we're cherishing the black life, then we can make a bigger of a uproar when somebody else kills our people, because now there are less murders. We can focus our attention on more of not only the murders happening within our communities. We can focus more time. We can now focus more attention on when a police officer harms a black person. I can keep going into that a little bit more in depth. I've been talking Memphis and Chicago. Let's keep that moving. It's tough when there's 5 murders one day in Memphis and 10 in Chicago. It's tough to pencil in on what the hell is going on. But now if there's 1 murder in Memphis and none in Chicago this day, and the next day there's 1 murder in Chicago and 1 in Memphis, and all around the country, if that's where we at, we can single out these murders and start calling people out for making idiotic moves. Then once we're cherishing our lives, that other side has to, because we are more powerful as a group. We can now call out people because we are a cohesive unit, and that's how I believe this thing got to work. I don't think it can happen the other way around. I just don't think they're going to wake up and want to care about our lives more when they see they can get away with it because we're fighting amongst ourselves. I don't care what activist going to get in the comment section, talk that talk. I'm living my life, and these are the principles that I'm living by. Now, where does that start at? I'm talking this good game. Where does it start at? I really believe one of the only ways to start it up is spreading love. I'm serious here. You have to spread love. It sound cliche, spread love, but that ain't, man. We gotta spread love. We gotta spread love. That positive energy. And I know people using social media, that hate gotta get out their hearts. Hey, you know what I'm saying? When you see somebody graduate from school, it shouldn't be a. But you only graduated from this community college. Congratulations. I like what you're doing, bro. Hey, that's a big move for you. Hey, if you do that, that can really set you up for the next position. Hey, bro, if you need some help with that, I know a guy. Or, hey, sweetheart, I like how you rocking. I like the moves you're making. Hey, if you're really trying to take this hair school to another place, one of my friends, she owns a shop. That's how it got to work. We got to spread that love. And I think a lot of our problems will fix. You see that other side ain't trying to give us nothing. And we got to just, come together. I just end it there. We got to come together, guys. I'm all about my people winning. I'm here. I'm trying to create my platform to make it to bigger stints so I can start. I ain't trying to be a political activist, but I definitely know if the platform grows, we gotta make sure we doing the right things. And you talk about me, and you say you talk about a lot of beef and a lot of this and a lot of that. One of the reasons why I wanted to take this platform to the next level, because y'all think I'm calling people out just to make money on a video. Yes, I get paid on my YouTube channel, but another reason why I'm growing this platform is to call out people on our ignorance so we don't do it again. And hopefully when me and other blog sites are calling people out, they look crazy on there and stop doing crazy stuff. And that was pretty much a shot at our rappers in the game, all right? That's the reality of the situation. Again, salute to Meek Mill. Look, you say what you want about Meek Mill. I think that brother is very important to our culture. And if you got to this point in the blog, that means you probably watched it all the way through. So thank you for your time, love, and support. If you watched this whole vlog all the way through, comment thank you in the comment section. If you watched this all the way through, comment thank you in the comment section, and I'm gonna hit you with a message or something like that. I'm gonna get back to everybody that watches this all the way through. If you say you watch it all the way through, comment thank. If you watch it all the way through, just comment thank you. All right, Taliaferro TV. Thank y'all for the time, love, and support. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@mrtaliaferro.com. Again, that's booking@mrtaliaferro.com.